night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
Hello there, and welcome to the Antler Crown. My name is Elwin, and this is a week ahead reading for Earth signs. So, you can find me, by the way, on Instagram, on TikTok, where I go live around 8 or 9 p.m. I start to go live on Monday on Fridays, 8 or 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want a personal reading, I have an Etsy, and the link is in the bio, or link is in the info, should I say, at the bottom. Now, let's have a look and see what we have here for you Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are things ahead for the week, maybe to look out for, but challenges ahead and ways around them, things that may be popping up. Injustice. Someone done you may be wrong. This is more of a past wrong, perhaps. However, this is about you and not someone else. So this is about letting go of certain injustices, and it can be hard. It can be very hard. But it is important for your own development to do so. Reunion. So, this may be someone coming from the past, someone who did you wrong, someone who may have hurt you. This reunion here coming up. Nice card though. Okay. So, this may be a warning about someone who is popping back up. Okay? Decision. Making a decision. Now, this is the decision to let go of something or to hold on to it. Holding on to anything when it comes to pain eventually leaves scars. It leaves something that holds you down, drags you down, makes you feel heavier. For your own good, it is best to leave it behind if you can, but it can take time and healing still. This decision of someone coming into your life, it can mean perhaps a decision to give someone a second chance, or a decision to perhaps tell them where to sling their hook. Respect. This is more respect of the spirit, respect of your spirit. The arrows here. A target, a hunter, going out to find what they desire. This is you. You are finding your goal. Like all of us, you're looking for it, okay? Here, keep mindfulness about this, about what is best for you, what it is you're trying to pursue, what you're trying to achieve. Do not let other distractions take place, especially when it's people from the past. Remember, your life, you decide. Case in point, empowerment. This is this time for empowerment, this time to muster strength, okay? It may have been a bit difficult of late for you. It may have been times where you slipped back into similar patterns or thoughts. Now is the time to push past them. This other person coming in doesn't help. Something from the past, some form of reunion. Now, because this is an all over for us, there are two aspects to this, okay? Firstly, yes, the injustice, something did you wrong. However, the reunion. Now, the reunion can mean that someone is coming back, and we will look more into that. But for others of you, and I feel more of you actually here, This is about a reunion with spirit, a reunion with yourself, making the decision to say, it hurts, whatever it was hurts, but I'm going to move on for my own good because I respect myself more. This is where the empowerment comes in, and I think for most of you this is what the case will be. For others, there can be some form of element coming in looking for a reunion, a reconnection. Okay, but as I said, we'll look at that one more as well. Now, I am going to pull a clarifier of sorts, and for you, I am going to pull an animal oracle. Okay, because animals, in their sense, each one with their very specific physical attributes, their skills, their abilities, they all have something to offer when we meditate on them, or even just thinking about them, or trying to even mimic some certain strengths that they may have. Okay, so dolphin spirit. Nice. This and that are true. In other words, there is more than one truth, there is more than one story to a side. You are aware of your truth. If you are truthful with yourself, you know it. However, everyone is aware of their truth. This whole aspect of there are very rarely bad guys really in the world. There aren't just everyone is out for themselves. People genuinely believe they were doing right things when perhaps they weren't. There are many sides. It is a multifaceted thing when it comes to truths, especially regarding the past and emotions. Okay, I hope that helps with that. Now we're going to look at career for Earth signs. Now, before that, a sip of coffee. Nice. Right. Okay. So, what cards should we use? You know what? This is a bit of a strange one because I don't usually use these ones very much for things like the career ones, but I have a good feeling. So, we're going to go with these. So, for Earth signs, when it comes to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, what do you need to know? What's coming up in the forms of career? What's happening? Okay, the week ahead. Is there any little challenges here popping up? This is good. This is good as well because I'm an Earth sign. Prosperity begins. Fantastic. Now, do I need to say any more than that? I don't know. But here we go. This here, the apples aren't just falling from the tree. They are falling from the heavens. Things are starting to come into place for you. Everything is aligning for you when it comes to work, when it comes to finances, when it comes to your endeavors in life. Getting by isn't going to be just getting by. It's going to pick up. A good time to be mindful of what you're thinking about and mindful of what you're actually putting your energy into, because there's a good chance, judging by this card, that it will pay off. Okay, now, spiritual strength. Interesting for career, yes, but it has its place. Spiritual practice is an ongoing thing that we can do all the time in everything we do, especially when it comes to our careers or our work. We need spiritual nourishment. We feed the body, we feed the mind, we feed the heart, symbolically. But the spirit can often be neglected, and the spirit needs nourishment also. This is all part of keeping this alignment. If we have this alignment, things do go better for us, because we're more in tune with what the universe really wants us to do, because it has our best interests at heart. We are the universe. We are a fragment of that universe experiencing itself. And because of this, the universe has always got your best interests at heart. Now, base chakra. Now, the base chakra connects very strongly with passion, with desires, material wants, okay? And this is absolutely fine. This is something you may need to remind yourself. It is okay to have desires. It is okay to have material wants and to want them. It's absolutely fine. You are living in this world that is a material world, and therefore having these things is not only needs to be a necessity, but it can be a luxury because it can make things easier, and that's perfectly fine to want these things. Reminding yourself this during the pursuit of such things, for a career, for work, for even study, is a strength for you. It is something that you may have to get over. Many of us are taught that to want things, to have material things, is a bad thing. And that is why so many people can't seem to get over that final hurdle of having them, because many of us have been taught this, and it simply is not true. It is not true. If you shift this perspective, shift this idea of what material things are, they are not sins and they are not desires. They are not carnal thoughts. They are things that you feel you want because you deserve them. You work for them, okay? This came up for the waters. Passion ignited. Getting excited about work. Getting excited about a career or even an idea on the side about work. This is something that can help immensely, because this passion is a fuel to make change for the positive, and this is a good thing. Okay, good. There's a lot of good stuff here for a lot of you earth signs. Okay, intuition, simple. Go with your first initial thought. If something feels like there's a possibility here, learning the difference between intuition and fear. Fear is always present, but it is not the first thing that makes you say something's wrong. No, that usually comes afterwards, and then you know it's fear. When it comes to intuition, you will feel it. If you are in tune, as I said, same with the spiritual strength. If you're in tune, you nourish the spirit, everything is aligned, intuition comes naturally and it comes stronger for you. Especially as an earth sign. Earth signs are very good when it comes to the base chakra and intuition, because we're earth signs, okay? We're grounded in a way. So intuition, it's a skill that you have. Use it, okay? Now, I am not going to choose a clarifier for this because you don't need it. These are all great things. There is only thing stopping you is this thing here in your melon, okay? And that's important to remember. Now, the juicy bit. Another sip of coffee first. Love. Now, I'm going to pull one of these love cards first, with a small little message about love, about what's happening for love for you in relationships, ahead, in the week ahead. This is very much when I said about the first thing at the beginning of the reading, okay? This is right here. As a matter of fact, I have the cards. Where is it? This. Injustice, okay? There was this injustice, and then there was the reunion, okay? So there's pain, there's possible reunions, or someone has hurt you, okay? Then there is respect for the self, empowerment and decision, choosing to move on. Now, what pops up after this? Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments, okay? I'll just hold that up because it is a beautiful bit of art there. Okay, forgiveness. And that is the point. You forgive. Someone very wise once told me that to forgive, truly forgive, you must forget. And it is true. And as much as we don't want to say like, well, yeah, but that's silly, that's foolish. It's love. Like, what do you expect? Honestly, it's love. Love is a bit foolish. We all take risks. You know, there's pain somewhere along the lines. There's learning curves. Of course it's foolish, but that's the point. That's the point. And so to forgive is something that helps you and makes your personal journey easier to heal. Regardless of someone else, regardless of what they may have done, if you can reach down and truly forgive and forget when it comes to love someone who has hurt you, then you are so much more evolved, so much more ahead of the game. It's amazing. Now, love. So, once again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns, what's going on here for you in love, relationships, ahead? We'll see. We'll see. The same thing popping up here. The same thing. This almost choosing not to fight someone on something, even though you are well within your rights perhaps. You know that it will not help you. You know that it will not make things easier for you or for them. You are choosing yourself, your true self. You are choosing a good future. You are choosing love of the self. This is a fantastic step. This is something you must remember. This card is a bit strange really, but it basically is saying here that there is a completion. This is one of the things when it comes to forgiveness, and forgiveness seems very strong for some of you earth signs here, and looking past things and moving on to things. This is one of those things that as personally an earth sign, I understand we're very stubborn, many of us, okay? Endearingly, but stubborn. And so therefore, when it comes to things like forgiveness, letting go of something, this is a feather in our cap. This is a completion spiritually and emotionally for us. It can be difficult to do, but to do it, you get this satisfaction. You get this satisfaction of knowing that you have done this thing. It has been difficult for you, but you have achieved it because you have your best interest at heart. And that is a great feeling when you know that you can actually trust yourself and trust your judgments because you are looking out for you. The Hangman. Now, many of you, well, sorry, not many of you, but some of you will be feeling stuck in many ways. Now, not just stuck relationship-wise or love-wise, but stuck in here. This may be that there is the lack of love or relationship, or that there is a love or relationship, but it's very tied up in stresses and drama and things. There's just too much going on up here and outside as well. You know, it's difficult to kind of make time. You must then trust in love. If you're in a relationship especially, trust that this is strong enough. This is the point of this love. You have to trust. You have to make sure that you're both strong enough that you can kind of, life gets on with things and it's okay. You can come back because you're both strong enough. There is this stability here. Okay? And if there isn't, work on it. Now, if you have not got love, there are going to be opportunities here where there is an offering. Now, this may also come in come onto this thing where there is this forgiveness, someone coming back. However, this here, the healing, there is healing here. There is something being offered almost like an olive branch, okay, to drink from this cup, a sign of asking to trust. And there is no reason why you should, as such, but it is up to you. It is completely up to you. It depends on your personal experience and what you truly feel inside. But there is someone coming in for many of you here, someone from the past, someone who is coming in to sort of say, not great for this one, no, but I think this has got to do with this card. This has got to do with this heartache. There is still pain there. Yeah, it's difficult. Convey this to them. Explain to them. There is no blame. Don't pass blame. Don't start arguments. There's no need. But instead, just show. Before you move on or before you let go of them, doesn't matter. Show them in here what they did. It can help, because sometimes people don't realize we all take on different levels of sensitivity of how things make us feel, and other people who maybe aren't as sensitive, they don't realize. Okay, it's not that they don't empathize, they do, but to them it's different. It's a different level. Okay, now that's the love. That's the two different kinds of love, especially for you guys there. Now I'm gonna try and do a spirit message here. Now, for starters, there is something to do with trees and someone who plants a tree. This tree is fairly big now. It's grown, it's more established. There is something to do with a man here. The man who wears like a sweater, jumper, has this sort of button-up collar underneath it. He has white hair. Gentle, very softly spoken man. The jumper has sort of like patterns on it. It's brown and blue, dark blue patterns on it. I have a feeling this person loved to garden. There's a pair of like Wellington boots and a fork thing for gardening. This person really enjoyed it. And there's something here. There's a link to a tree. It's possibly in someone's garden. This person's passed over. There is this wonderful sense of that he is now in a garden. He is doing what he loves, and it is always spring or summer. It's just wonderful. And there's birds singing. It's just great. And this is important to go, because someone has been wondering. I feel like this someone may be his wife, who perhaps has still the house, but the garden is there, and the tree is in that garden that was planted. Right. I hope this helps you. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe, especially if this resonated with you. And I will see you all in the week or next week. Merry meet, my friends. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.